Hey everybody, Devin Koretsky here. I wanted to give you some tips for success in solar, some different things you can do to make sure that you're successful and make a lot of money and help a lot of homeowners go solar in this industry, okay? So first I want to talk about different ways to prospect, right? Leads are the most important thing in any sales job, particularly solar, right? You want lots of people who you can contact and talk to about solar energy, right? So one of the best ways to do that is through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever social media platform that you like. So first things first, you got to make sure you have a professional profile. You need to make sure on your profile that it says what you do and have a way to contact you, right? So that's the first thing you need to do, and you need it to look professional in some sorts. Then you want to start doing posts every once in a while, maybe educating homeowners on solar. Maybe have posts of your customers you sold solar to, video testimonials, things of that sort, so people on your social media know you what you do and know that you're an expert in the field and that you can help them if they need help with solar, right? Also, just reaching out to people on those platforms is a great way to get leads. So one thing you can do is groups, right? I primarily use Facebook. That's just what I'm comfortable with, so I'll talk to you a lot about that. But in Facebook, you can join a bunch of groups, right? Buy-sell groups, homeowner groups. You can go in the search bar in groups and just find any group that homeowners are going to be a part of. One way you can touch a lot of people is through those buy-sell groups. Find all the buy-sell groups in your area and then post on there. If you post every day, people will start seeing you and people will get familiar with you. Just do like a little solar ad, right? That says the 5 benefits of solar: 0 down, equity in your home, lower your monthly bill, then have a picture of solar and just say, write a little something saying where they can reach you. You can get leads that way. Just with these people, make sure that you qualify them. You don't want to waste a lot of time with them. Make sure they have a credit score, over 600. Make sure that they're the homeowner. You don't want to waste a ton of time with them because you'll get a lot of bad leads that way. But it's a great way to get leads. So you can do that. Also, what I like to do is if you search for solar and whatnot on your Facebook or on Instagram, you'll start getting ads from solar companies. I like to reach out to the people who liked those specific ads. I have a shortcut text which saves a ton of time. You have to set up shortcut text. I'll tell you about that in a minute, that I send out to all the people who liked those groups, and I've gotten leads from that as well. Also, you can just reach out to your friends, right? There's a rule I like to follow that I've learned from a guy that I follow. He's a social media expert. His name is Ryan Stewman. That will help you get leads, right? So what you do is make a list of all your Facebook friends or Instagram friends or LinkedIn friends who are homeowners, right? And then you do a simple process. You write on 3 of their walls every day. You comment to them through DM for 3 people every day, and you comment on a post from 3 people every day. So remember, 3 direct DMs, 3 wall posts, and 3 comments on these people's posts, right? If you can do that every day, before you know it, you'll be contacting a lot of people. But it's important that you contact them in the right way, guys. You don't want to just be like, hey, I'm doing solar, buy from me, or give them some spammy post. They're not going to like that. So you have to follow this method. So first, you comment on something that you saw in their post to build rapport, so to speak, through social media, right? Like say, hey, I see you just went to the zoo. I was thinking of taking my daughter there. That's awesome, man. How did you like it? And then start up a conversation, right? Then you ask them how their family's doing after you talk about that. So that's the second step. Then you ask them how their job's going or how their business is going, right? So that's the third step. Then after you ask them that, they should ask you about your business as well. And that's when you pitch them, right? So you want to do that 3-step process. Comment on something you saw on their social media, then ask them about their family or how's everything going, and then ask them about their business. Only after you do that 3rd step and they ask you about your business, hopefully they will. They should at this point. If they don't, just go into the 3rd step and give them the pitch anyways. And then at that point, you let them know what you're doing, that you're in the solar industry, the benefits of it, and be like, hey, I'd love to come over real quick to give you a presentation, see if it's a good fit for you. And that's how you get the appointment. So that's a good rule of thumb for Facebook prospecting. You can also do this in Instagram or LinkedIn. So it takes a lot of time, but if you put a lot of effort into this, it does work and you could get deals from it. You will get deals from it, guaranteed, right? So I suggest that you do that. Also, some other ways to prospect is you can set up at a gym, or you can buy a little kiosk in the mall. Gyms will let you do it for free. Set up a little booth and talk to homeowners. Remember that 30-second pitch I'm always talking about? Perfect that, and just give it to people and collect information. So that's another way you can do it. Also, you can go door to door, which we talked about. That's a great way. Also, you can run paid ads through Facebook ads, Instagram ads, things of that sort. But you have to pay for that. But you get a return on it, so it's great. Some things to make this whole process of prospecting easier on you is leveraging technology, right? So you want to set up a CRM, right, in your computer where you can collect people's information and put them on an email drip campaign, so to speak, or a text campaign. Basically, you want to have so many leads coming in that you just drop them into this campaign system that you set up through your CRM, and it just emails them and texts them automatically, so you don't have to do it. So that's the goal down the road once you get all these leads, right? Because you can spend all your time following up with these people. It's much easier to set up an automated system that will email them and text them every day to set up that appointment. So I urge you, when you're ready, to look into that. It costs a little bit of money, but if you're going to be a top performer, that's the level that you're going to need to get to. So some things that I use currently for that is phone sites. It's not too expensive. I got it for really cheap, and they have like this email campaign you can use. Also, Pipedrive is a great CRM. And what's great about these systems is you can just Google Pipedrive, download it, get the free trial, and then the representative will reach out to you. You can reach out to them, and they will tell you exactly how to use it and exactly how to set it up. And Pipedrive, I think, is only like $15 a month, right? And there's a lot of great features, right? So I suggest you look into that. Also, shortcut text is key, guys. You're going to be following up with all these social media leads. You're going to be following up with customers. You're going to be reaching out to random people. You do not have enough time to write in a text every single time you text someone, okay? So if you have an iPhone, you can use the shortcut text feature. You simply go to keyboard, and then you go to text replacement, and then you set up a shortcut text. Now, if you need help with any of these things that I am explaining to you, you can literally go to YouTube and be like, how to use shortcut text, how to use Pipedrive, how to set up phone sites, and you can find videos for all those things. I'm just giving you the general idea. If you're going to be successful in this industry, you need to take initiative and do the research on your own, right? I can only lead you so far, right? That's what I had to do, and that's what everyone who's going to be successful is going to have to do as well. Also, set up links to send customers for easy follow-up, like links to videos. Like these videos I'm making, I have links to them that I could just send to people so they can watch them. So that's like easy follow-up, right? So show social proof. So everyone you have a presentation with, everyone you sell a solar system to, get a testimonial with them. Get them saying how great you are. Get them saying how great your presentation is, how people should go solar with you. People love social proof, right? So that's important. Videos of satisfied customers, and yeah, all that stuff is important, right? And also I want to shift gears into another thing that's important for your success in solar, which is utilizing your calendar. So you're a 1099 employee, guys. You set your own set schedule. This can make or break you. Most people fail because they don't have any boss breathing down their neck, and they completely waste their time, right? So utilize your calendar. Get a calendar in your phone and put exactly what you're gonna do every day and live by that, right? Don't make it overwhelming so you can't complete the task. You need to hold yourself accountable, right? You can't go one day without doing what is in your calendar. So make sure you can do what you put in your calendar, right? And live by it. When you're going throughout your day and you're not working, look at your calendar. You should have something productive that you can do, and make sure you complete it every day. So in the morning, review what you're going to do for that day, and then at night, review how you did. Make sure you log all your wins. Make sure you see what you didn't do, and then put that on the calendar for the next day and plan your day the day ahead. So when you wake up, you have everything that you need to do. Okay, so exercise and eating healthy, that's another thing that's extremely important. If you're going to be a top producer and be successful in this industry, you need to be on the top of your game, and eating healthy and exercising daily is key for that. You're never going to be as good as you can be if you're not doing those two things. So there's a lot of help you can get with that. through YouTube. And I just want to emphasize YouTube. YouTube has everything you'll ever need. Think of something you want to be better at, put it in the search engine in YouTube, you'll have a million videos to get you started, right? And then use your calendar to make sure you do the things that you want to do, right? Because you're going to have a million good ideas, but if you don't write it down and put it in your calendar, it could just disappear the next day or disappear an hour from now. So after you watch these videos, put stuff in your calendar. Be like, hey, I got to do this. I got to set up this. I got to set up Pipedrive, right? I got to practice the door knocking script. I got to memorize the presentation. I got to figure out this and this and this objection. Every objection that you hear, you can put that objection in YouTube and see a bunch of different people handling it for you. So you can figure out the best way to do it. The simplest way is just to use what I'm giving you, right? So don't overcomplicate it. Don't spend too much time doing research. You have everything you need from me. But I want you to be a top producer, so I'm giving you these tips and tricks to make sure that you hit your full potential, right? I want you to be successful. I want you to make money, and I want you to feel fulfilled and happy in life and get everything that you want. And in this industry, doesn't matter how much money you want to make, you'll be able to make that. It doesn't matter what sort of lifestyle you want to live, you can live that as well, all through the right systems, right? Also, I want to talk about the people you surround yourself with and utilizing sales trainers and successful people, right? I don't know if you know a ton of successful people. When I started, I didn't know a lot of successful people either, right? So I had to surround myself with people who had the proper mindset for success. So what I did is I went on Facebook, I went on YouTube, I went on Instagram, and I followed successful salespeople, right? Ryan Stewman's a good one, Grant Cardone, I love Ed Milet, let's see, Gary Vaynerchuk. Those are all people who post on the daily, right? So on Facebook, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna friend request these people and see their posts first, right? So what happened when I went on Facebook? I'd see Ryan Stewman's post about being the best that I can be, about utilizing technology to increase my sales, how to overcome these objections. I was constantly being bombarded on social media by all this positive stuff about living to my full potential. And so those were the people that I was around. I was around these top producers because that's what I saw on Facebook, right? So instead of spending all this time hanging out, with people who didn't have big goals or big dreams, or were maybe holding me down or encouraging me to participate in the wrong activities, I was surrounded by these people who are extremely successful, and they reminded me daily to start doing what they're going to do. All those people I mentioned, they have podcasts, and they put out podcasts on the daily. Listen to that stuff daily. It will change your mind, and it will change your life. You need to surround yourself with successful people who have the right mindset for success, right? If you don't have anyone in your life doing that for you, follow these online sales trainers. They will tell you what you need to do, and they will instill in your head what you need to do. So I hope this video gave you some tips and tricks for success in solar, and let me know if you have any questions.